Happy Friday, everybody. Let me get a one if you can hear me. That's what's up. This week has been amazing. I've had an amazing week. I hope you guys have had amazing weeks. And there is the one. Thank you, Capricorn Countess, and welcome to the Rich Gang. Welcome to the Blue Rich Gang. Now,
Yes, I saw that. I was like, ooh.
you so stupid. What's going on, Colette? We got Aria in the building. 7-3 El Marie is here. We have Religion Free. That's what's up. I'm with you on that. Cute Casey's here. Discarded Roses is here. Coffee's here. All right. Fairy Dust says, I'm going to try my best to stay away from that T word, but boy, they have fucked up royally around this bitch. We'll get into it. Right? Shan is here. Pretty Goddess is here. Miss Pretty Nurse. Hey, how are you? Now, conquered men. This shit is so easy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have always said, don't hitch your wagon to the dust mites. You can't do it. It's not a good idea, right? They're going nowhere fast. And if you hitch your wagon to them, you will be going with them. I don't give a fuck. You're going to go with them. You don't have a choice in the matter. Once you tell everybody that's your crew, you going down with them. Period. Nobody gives a damn what you say, do, or whatever. But I want to talk about this real quick. There's a clip going around of me saying that I love calling the cops on Dusties because they straighten up and they fly right and they go, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, so no, no, sir. When 10 minutes before the cops got there, it was bitch this, bitch that, I'll do this to you, blah, 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 blah. All kinds of threats all over the place. They king of the goddamn jungle round here. With all they bitches with them, mammies lined up to fall in line. Well, King right here got four of his dummies standing right there, looking at you like he's conquered the entire world, right? He'll tell you what to do, with your mama what to do. He's it. He's it. That's him. That's the three God. He is God, according to them. All of them. Even the men there. Look pretty fierce to me. But when Zaddy showed up, bitch. Hey, when Zaddy showed up, them eyes got big. You was looking like you was in a 1950s fucking film right there. What you're looking at right there is sheer terror. Terror. Because when real men show up, motherfuckers like this turn into some clowns. Wait a minute. Go back up. Don't bother me right now. Hang up. Fuck this shit. You ain't finna interrupt this shit. Now, he looking like a fierce god, got his four dummies in the back. Got his stick in his hand like he will fuck you up. Right? Oh boy, somebody done seen a ghost. Somebody done seen a real man pull up and say, hey, knock this shit off, bitch. Step out, put your hands behind your back, lay down, do what you got to do. And you complied. At this point, with it being on tape, you probably should stop acting at this point like you some fucking body. You and the rest of your crew and the niggas that look like you and your crew need to knock it the fuck off. You ain't going to conquer no one. You are conquered. Conquered. If I see one of these chicks following him after this, maybe we need a mental health intervention to go on here, because this boy looked like he done saw a monster with three heads. Right? And what? He gonna tell you a funky bitch. He gonna sit up in a New York truck and tell you what needs to be done, how racism affects everybody, how he gonna fuck it up. This one made an attempt though. But when real Big Daddy showed up, bitch, he made you put on the gas face. This is what happens with these niggas. They're all talk. Ladies, please stop hitching your wagon to these idiots. They're not going anywhere. Wherever they're headed, you don't want to go. Trust me. You don't want to go. What? Do we have anyone else? Make no mistake about it. This gonna be your next show here. Make no mistake about it. Pointing and threatening. Name calling and everything else. But when the real men come pick you up, you look like you fixing to sing a Motown tune better than Barry and all the rest of them can sing, bitch. Ladies, I'm not going. I'm not going. Aaliyah, it's on you, babe.
I mean, the thing is, anybody who knows anything about his performance in the adult film industry, they know that this is not his first time submitting to a white man. So that's really not out of the norm for him. See, they want Black women to think that they're somebody. But when you really, really get down to the bottom of it, you see them for who they really are. And then you'll see that nobody is threatened by them. But they talk about the emasculation and being broken and conquered and all of this stuff. But that's why I'm starting to disagree with calling them conquered, because to be conquered suggests taking something by force, deadly force if necessary. These motherfuckers surrendered. I mean, if there is no equal match, like a man is overpowering a woman, that's an entirely different story. But if both parties are on equal ground, man to man, and in some cases the other man isn't even in your weight class, and you still get taken, it's because you really didn't put up that much of a fight. They weren't conquered, they surrendered to avoid bloodshed because they can't seem to muster up any aggression towards anybody besides the women and children. Now, point out the lie, because every time they have to take a loss, they don't blame themselves. They don't try to come up with a different strategy. They say, we lost because the Black women don't support us. They won't let us lead. Now, what does Black women have to do with the fact that you keep getting your ass curb stomped by another group of men is beyond me? Because you have absolutely no issues with whooping a Black woman's ass whenever you feel like it. And our DV rates prove just that. So they're not conquered. They are voluntary participants. They always have been.
My question is this, though, right? If you're going to sit up here and see this as a pattern, according to them, and the mammies included, this shit has been happening for hundreds of years. Ma'am, why are you still going? This motherfucker here so buck broken, he look like he smells something real funky. Maybe one of them New York rats is dead. He's making a goddamn it, it's done face. He damn near look relieved. Okay? What's happening, Elle?
Yo, yo, yo. You know what? All I have to say is this. It makes me very upset that the first just disgusting person that you showed before this, nothing ass on the screen. The fact shows how desperate a lot of Black women are. They're just desperate to have any type of interaction or just anything from any Black man, even if he's degenerate, even if he's lazy, even if he's a manipulator, even if he's a narcissist or has mental problems, or even if he is a pedo. They are so desperate that they are just willing to listen to and follow and be subjugated by anything. And to me, that makes me wonder where your mind is at and what have you really actually been through that these are the decisions that you're deciding to make, and you're allowing somebody else to control and dictate everything you do about you, what you think about yourself, how you view yourself and everything. That makes me wonder, what are you going through that these are the decisions that you willingly making?
Make no mistake about it. Even after all of this, there's going to be tons of women still ready to go. Right before this SOB got arrested, he told one of them, yo, it's people on my live that's willing to take your spot. Right after he done busted some heads. And it is what it is. I know that they can't win anything. I know that they're a bunch of cowards and pussies. My question is, why you following it, sis? Why you following that shit? What's happening, Shane?
Nothing, just over here laughing my ass off. Like when when you showed all their faces looking all fucking scared, looking like I sorry, boss. I sorry. Don't hit me no more.
You remember those movies from back in the 50s where they used to show the little, I can't say the actual word here, but niggas used to have their eyes wide the fuck open, just buck dancing and shucking and jiving. That's what he looked like right there from one of the 50s movies, playing a butler or some shit. Boy, these boys always been conquered, but they done fucked up this time. They have fucked up this time, and there will be more to come. My prediction is Young Pharaoh's next. He's already been in, but he's still buck wild. I'm thinking that's going to be next, and Sisters is still going to be trying to follow these idiots. Well,
yeah, I think that the first song that came into my mind when these pictures came out was Mr. Bojangles.
I see him like that, man. Capricorn, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm so sick of seeing Nature Food and all his damn escapades because we watched, I don't know about y'all, but since then I've kind of just been tuned in since he got arrested. And it's just when I listen and watch all them fucking big old lives that he has up there, I just be like, dang, man, you really, they so dumb. It just goes to show how dumb they truly are because you got all the evidence online. You finna help yourself get
convicted. So I'm really happy that he was taken down, at least for now.
Listen, mammies, the stuff y'all was talking about during 911 September 2001, all that profiling y'all was complaining about and shit. Oh, baby, your Dusties done made it 20 times worse. You ain't seen shit. And if you happen to be around him, you gonna catch some of that smoke. Point blank the fuck, period. Y'all have managed to find your way into a FBI investigation. You've managed to get on a list that is very, very tough to get off of. You're fully aware of that shit. Y'all have fucked up this time. You have fucked up. The blueprint was already there, right? You're supposed to build. You're supposed to go ahead and protect and provide, problem solve, and make shit happen. But instead of that, you watching Wild Wild West movies and jumping your ass clear on a goddamn FBI watch list. And I'm going to tell you something else about a coward. If they got something on you, you're going. This is why I always hate when motherfuckers say divestment is the other end, the opposite end of the manosphere. I want y'all to show me where a divested woman pulled any of these stunts that y'all seen this fucking week that resulted in motherfuckers getting behind bars this week. Show me the example.
We was too busy at the damn spa getting our damn nails and back rubbed and shit.
Get your ass away from these motherfuckers. It's getting worse since I've been here over the past year and some change. It's gotten a lot worse than what it was last April. Next April is going to be worse than this April. If you don't grab your purse right now and find you an exit door out of Blackistan, you going down with them. Anybody got anything before we find out who Frank James is?
FBI, if y'all listening, charge that man with attempted murder because I know he got some shit he can't get rid of.
They got it. They got it. Let them do their job. Just grab your popcorn and watch them. Don't tell them what to do. Grab your popcorn and watch. Mammies, you too. You're going to regret it if you don't take your ass towards that door.
I mean, and Deezy, you already touched on where I was headed. Because to be honest, this isn't the first time this has happened, and it won't be the last. But these people are determined to make us the problem. And I already said clear as day that these men have been openly encouraging violence against Black women, and people are wondering why the Black femicide rate is so high. And you want us to shut up talking about how these men have been openly plotting to harm us, and they want us to simply shut up about it and move on quietly from it, as if these men aren't walking into wide open spaces full of innocent people, opening fire, trying to take as many people out as possible. This is not the first time one of their followers has done this. A Black man on here has already said that a Black woman could be lying in the streets in her own excrement, and he wouldn't lift a finger to help her, aka I wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire. And now you have random men rubbing their excrement all over Black women sitting at subway stations. Of course, this is only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. And I do plan to remind every damn body who wanted us to shut the fuck up and move on every time it does. Your husbands, brothers, and sons are becoming more and more problematic to everybody, regardless of community. And this is just much more than just big, it's much bigger than leaving Blackistan at this point, which you should still do. But we've been talking about the threat that they pose to the general population for a minute, and when the day comes that people can finally admit that the radical extremists have been right all along, I'll be here for that.
Oops. Oops. When some more shit hit the fan, what they'll end up doing is hiding behind divestiture skirts again, us in our rough and extreme ass. We told you those people are a danger, period. We not over here saying go fuck somebody up. That's them over there fucking folks up. Let's meet Frank James, Mr. Prophet of Doom 88. And they've terminated his YouTube channel, by the way. Let's go.
By the time police arrested the prime suspect in the subway attack, they'd been digging into his background for some 24 hours.
And they learned a lot about him, including his criminal history and his YouTube page where he posted disturbing videos with racist rants and threats of violence. Arthur Chan continues our team coverage with a closer look about what we know about Frank James. Arthur.
Oh, Teresa and Steve, as we look into who Frank James is tonight, we want to be clear, while this is to get a better understanding of how the bloodshed unfolded this week, there is no justification for the violence he is accused of bringing to our city.
I'm heading back into the danger zone, so to speak. You know, it is triggering a lot of negative thoughts.
His social media posts would seem inconsequential, if not for the fact that this man, Frank James, is accused of Tuesday's mass shooting. James, who lived in New York, has ties to New Jersey, Philadelphia, Wisconsin, and Ohio, and he says he worked in maintenance at a city facility for either the homeless or mentally ill. He is currently living in this building in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, outside of which is a note posted by James for his mail.
If y'all don't look at this shack, this is the resources right here. These are the people y'all taking up for. This man
I
had.
thought that was a halfway house.
It may have been. They have absolutely nothing to offer. Sis, that Wakanda that you're waiting on, it's never coming. I hate to tell you, it's not coming. I got some more shit on this, but let's finish this up.
Mail to be forwarded to a P.O. box. His neighbor, a pastor, stunned to find out the connection.
I didn't know that was him until I saw some reporters out here by the building. Mild-mannered man and cordial every time I saw him or spoke with him. Or spoke to him, I should say.
James was not new to gun ownership. The Glock that was used to fire 33 shots in the subway was purchased at a gun shop in Ohio in 2011. He posted hours of rambling, profanity-laced videos on YouTube and other social media platforms that attracted little or no attention. This one from a month and a half ago when he criticized the mayor's plan tackling homelessness in the subways.
Their plan is doomed for failure.
Rant after rant, James repeatedly expresses homophobic and racist venom at groups including African Americans, portraying himself as the victim of the city's failed policies, and had this take on the country's racist history.
This nation was born in violence. It's kept alive by violence or the threat thereof. And it's going to die a violent death. There's nothing going to stop that.
As you heard Linda say, James has a criminal record with at least a dozen arrests in New York and New Jersey alone. The offenses range from a criminal sex act to trespassing to larceny. But the main question tonight is why Tuesday's victims were targeted. Victims including at least 5 children and teenagers who were simply on their way to school. Steve.
So did y'all hear the sex part? Did you happen to hear that he's also a sex criminal? You cannot make this shit up. These are your kings, babies. These are your kings. For the old bitches that stuck in their ways, hey, do what you do. I don't give a fuck at this point. But the young ones that still have a chance to do something with their lives and be divested, get their ass away from bullshit like this and niggas like this, baby, get the fuck on. There's nothing there for you. Nothing.
And I wish they would have said that he did not just go on these rants about just Black people. He went specifically for Black women. So they need to say that. Like, don't say it was for Black people, because he didn't give a fuck about Black people as a whole. Just Black women.
Well, contrary to what they think, you know, the media protects Black males. Remember, they're a protected class. So he said what he could. They didn't want to make him seem like a monster, because that's what they normally fucking do. They do a mental health thing. They'll say, oh, how he grew up. Oh, his mom used to do drugs. Oh, it's just always something. So they're not going to give you the hardcore, you know. They're not going to give you the hardcore.
You know what, Izzy? I'm starting to change my mind about the whole Wakanda thing. I'm starting to think that that's it. If that's what these Black women want, that's exactly what they should give them. You want a free society where the Black man has free reign, unrestricted, no law enforcement or little to no law enforcement, or better yet, put the idea of law enforcement into their hands. That's the society you want. I'm starting to think they should give it to them and show them exactly what it's going to be like under their watch and rulership. And then I think a lot of people will be speaking an entirely different fucking tune. I promise you that.
Well, let me tell you this. They already see what's happening up under Nature Boy's so-called rule. You get punched in the head, you get degraded. He's taking sex where it wasn't offered. It's just, you get a microcosm of what it would be like with them. They're still going there. So if it's your choice to go there, go ahead, sis. My thing is, don't bring your ass back here asking for any protection once you get your skull caved in.
Exactly, exactly. And they have such a problem with law enforcement and the police, and everybody is just so racist and they're just being so mistreated by everybody. He's public enemy number one. He's always being picked on. He's the perpetual victim of everything in every fucking situation. Everybody else is just absolutely horrible to this innocent angel that does not do anything wrong. And I mean, it's like, you don't want anybody to say any fucking thing to them or about them or check them on any fucking thing. Okay. So you want I think they want a society where these men are in charge. That's why they say, well, let's do community policing. Let's do all this other shit. So you want to get rid of law enforcement, right? These people are race soldiers. They've been infiltrated by white supremacists and all this other shit y'all out here saying. I think that the women that are very big supporters of this shit and have the most shit to say, they need to give them exactly what they're asking for. But the problem with getting what you want, it's not always what you thought it would be as soon as you get it. See, that's the thing. And I think that if they actually did that, I think that it would actually open a lot more eyes. And maybe a lot of people will be a lot more receptive to the message. Because right now they're not getting it. And they still don't get it. But since you want them to be in charge of everything so fucking bad, and you think you're going to go somewhere and live in bliss and utopia where the black man is king and everybody just bows to him, okay. Well, that's fine. I think that they should give them exactly what they're looking for and just take their hands off
though, Aaliyah, they're not going to go with that shit because I'm going to tell you something. If somebody in charge said, hey, we understand you ladies, you like chocolate men, you think they kings, you guys just want to be left alone. Fine. Their men are not going to be able to sustain that shit for a couple of goddamn minutes. And then it'll create another crisis where you have to rescue these stupid ass bitches. Exactly. They don't know how to grow a goddamn plant, for God's sake, unless they finna smoke that motherfucker. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, and you are absolutely right. But I think that that's something that they need to see for themselves. And then I think that if they are left to fend for themselves, for real, they will understand. Then they will fucking get it. Because see, I was taught a long time ago, a hard head make a soft ass.
They know that shit though, Aaliyah. I gotta tell you, I know they know that shit though. What they're doing is using it to stay victimized. They're saying, "Leave us alone. You're always messing with us. Leave our men alone." They know good and fucking well that if these people, quote unquote, left you alone, you bitches would die of fucking hunger in 90 days, if that.
And that's the whole point. And some bitches got to learn shit the hard way. And that's where I'm going with it. They got to learn. Everything you're saying is absolutely right. And some bitches got to learn shit the hard way. And that's why I suggest letting them learn that lesson the hard way. Because, I mean, I get sick and goddamn tired of talking to people, and this shit is falling on deaf ears. And if this is what these bitches want and they're determined to get it, I think they should give it to them. They want a Wakanda where the black man is king, and I think that that's exactly what they should give to them at this point. Because you're not fucking listening. You still want to do shit your way. You still want to go against everybody that's trying to tell y'all dumbasses that they ain't where it's at. So I think that if they leave them on their own to put up with this shit, then maybe you'll fucking get it.
And there's no way on earth that the government will let these bitches fall on their face. I agree that they need to be left on their own. None of these SJWs and the like would let that shit happen. As soon as they come back, hungry as fuck, no clean water, no shelter, no nothing, somebody's going to put together well, we can't just let them starve. No. We can't just it'll never happen. So these bitches are over here talking all this shit on the so-called enemy's internet, on the enemy's Wi-Fi, on the enemy's devices, because I don't know any African countries that make computers. They went on ahead and stole your fucking resources to make it. Pull up, bitch. I said what I said. You can't do anything, and neither can your men, without your said oppressor, period. And that is your men's fault. I don't give a fuck. It's on you, Shane.
Oh, I don't really have a whole much more left. Yeah, give them what they asking for, because at this point, the ones who are dumb need to perish right along with those pieces of shit, because it's time for you to go.
I wish they would let them perish. I really do. Then it'll turn into some human rights bullshit. As soon as they see a sick child one of these bastards that these motherfuckers ain't taking care of. As soon as you see one of them, all bets gonna be off. Well, we can't just let them starve. Those are just children. We need to help people that are helpless and all this shit here. And I'm like, listen, roll back the tape to where they were saying that they didn't need y'all. Roll back the tape when they was calling you all kind of albinoids and shit. Roll that part back. Okay? I wanted to show y'all something real fucking quick. Oh, before I move on, it's on you, Capricorn.
Oh, I agree with everything. I didn't really have much to add. I was just listening, tuned in.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, this here, what I'm showing y'all happened last January. I don't know why on earth, every time one of these niggas do some stupid shit, they try to find the most innocent photo that they can find of these niggas. This picture of this son of a bitch right here is nowhere near what he was. He wasn't smart. He wasn't a graduate. He wasn't none of that shit. What he was is a fucking armed robber. Okay? This person right here, I don't even think I can pronounce his goddamn name. What is that? Deshaun Ty, 19? Well, he's no longer with us. Why? Because he took his ass into a Dollar General that he had robbed 3 times in 1 week, right? The store owner went on ahead and took his head off. Well, now his family has filed a suit requesting a federal civil rights investigation, okay? This happened in Cincinnati. They basically are saying since he didn't pose a real threat to the store owner, that he should not have been murked. Mammies, you don't get to say when somebody feels threatened by your sons. Sorry, not the fuck sorry. If your son is standing in front of me demanding something, he might just get his brain blown through his nostrils, period. Okay? But hold your thought right there, because I'm getting ready to show you something else, because this motherfucker was shot by a store owner, correct? So what the black folks is saying, you should not be shooting at people that's trying to rob your store or steal something from you. What you should do is just call the police. Don't try to take their life. Well, what happens when a black man owns a store and somebody tries to steal from him? Let's see what happens.
A 9-year-old girl is hospitalized tonight after being shot while waiting in line to see the Easter Bunny at the mall.
A store owner who shot her by mistake while chasing a pair of suspected shoplifters is behind bars. Rick Chambers live at the Loma Linda University Medical Center, where Ava is recovering tonight. Rick?
Yeah, and that's the good news. Ava is going to recover. These are not life-threatening wounds. She just won't be able to play softball as quickly as she would like. She was with her 2 siblings and a younger cousin. They were there in line to get their picture taken. They were excited about that, and then the gunfire.
Oh, man.
9-year-old Ava Truniak smiles from her hospital bed after being shot 3 times Tuesday evening while standing in line to see the Easter Bunny at this Victorville mall.
She had 2 bullet holes through her forearm. Those are the ones that went through and through. But the third one, it entered up here and it fractured the bone.
Doctors believe that there's also nerve damage, but they won't know the extent until the bone heals.
Oh, I was freaking out.
Robin Saldarelli is Ava's grandma. She was FaceTiming with Ava and her mom right after the shooting as they were being helped by a shop owner.
He ushered them in. They went to the back room, and the shop owner put a towel on it, and because there was a lot of blood. And it wasn't until after he took the bloody towels off that he realized she had been shot.
Ava was then airlifted here to Loma Linda.
She's doing okay. She's doing okay as long as she's sedated. She still cries when she moves her arm.
20-year-old Markel Cockrell is said.
Y'all sons are trash. So let me get this straight. When your sons are out here going to people's businesses, threatening them, stealing from them, being a general terror, people need to keep calm. They need to call the cops. They need to wait and not do street justice and all that shit, or you're going to file a civil rights lawsuit federally. When your son, the few of them that own anything, get a store and they see someone stealing from them, they can turn the shit into Wild Wild West, and 9-year-old girls could get hit by stray bullets. Is that what I'm understanding? It's the hypocrisy coming out of that community that is the reason why nobody takes you seriously. Nobody's ever going to take you seriously. You think that your sons ain't going to be shot when your sons is shooting at 9-year-old girls, getting them hit because somebody stole something out your shoe store? Is that what I'm understanding? I hope you bullshitting. Ladies, the community isn't going any fucking where. He knew he fucked up. That's why he went and got towels, hoping that he wouldn't take his ass to jail because he appeared to be helpful. Why is what good is good for the goose not good for the gander? Why do you think that everybody has to show you respect and consideration because of whatever your people, quote unquote, have been through, but you don't show that same fucking concern when other people are involved? How much could those shoes have possibly been where you can sit up there and shoot up into the air and shoot at other people while there's 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 8-year-old children trying to see the goddamn Easter bunny, bitch? The fuck is going on here? This is why nobody likes your sons. This is why nobody likes to see you coming. This is why nobody will give you any rental space when you want to be an entrepreneur, because you don't know how to stop the nonsense. Okay, Shane, what you got?
I'm just like, okay, first of all, if a black man owns a damn store, ain't a damn thing in there that's worth more than $10. Okay, I mean, shit. You know, I would have gave him the damn $10 and told him go back the fuck in there. I mean, if he did have anything expensive, that's what motherfucking insurance is for. But I don't know. The niggas can keep car insurance. They probably don't have fucking liability insurance for their businesses. But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, but like literally, you are in a mall where, I mean, it's beyond me. I don't care if what somebody has stolen from me. I'm not going to be crazy and irresponsible enough to open fire in a mall. It's just, they have no fucking critical thinking. They just can't think past their fucking nose. That just makes no sense.
That's why I get pissed off when they try to instruct people on anything. Bitch, nigga, don't tell me nothing. What you need to do is walk away. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I saw in that clip. All I saw was all their bitching and complaining about the media has finally paid off. So thank you, Tina Knowles, because he was tap dancing and avoiding choosing his words wisely. And the way he spoke about that, he framed that as if that was almost heroic. Basically, she's okay. She just won't get to play soccer for a little while. You know, she hasn't been hurt that bad. Basically, he didn't say it like that, but the way he talked about it, it's like the way they say the media villainizes them. I didn't see none of that.
I never see that shit.
When he was just speaking, he made that almost sound heroic with what he was saying. This guy opened up fire in a mall and shot a kid 3 times. What if he would have killed her? What would the rhetoric have been then? I mean, to me, some of this stuff is just, it's getting to the point where I can't even wrap my brain around it. It's getting flabbergasting. Like, I feel stupefied. It's like the more I look at this shit, I feel like the dumber I'm getting.
No, there's nothing to.
Go ahead, Ebony.
There's nothing to wrap your brain around. Let's just be honest. And I mean, you know, this is par for the course for them. And yes, mammies, you've raised men who are pretty much narcissistic toddlers, overgrown, and you raised your girls to be narcissistic bait. That's all there is to it. And when within their own community or whatever, collective, whatever, they do have free reign. Those little jokers have had free reign since they were toddlers to do whatever they wanted. Okay. And the thing about it is now, you know, they hit past 18, the chickens come home to roost. And the problem is it's roosting on the head of everyone in the Black community. Okay. And I have seen these media pieces, and it's so upsetting. They won't call a spade a spade. I'm sorry, those are bad words to choose, but they're not calling these a spade a spade. That fool who raped a woman on the train, that fool who did what he did in the subway, that fool who did what he did in Sacramento. Take any state, pick a state. They've done something.
I agree.
But we cannot call them, well, the perpetrator was a black male and no. I mean, I guess to get around that, you have to show the ugly picture, scaring everybody in the nation.
I don't
Okay.
like how everybody have to walk around on eggshells because of these sons of bitches. It's not a group of people out here that's not scared when they see a black male whose face is like, he doesn't have to have an expressionless face. That scares the majority of the population. I know it scares the shit out of me, especially when there's no expression. You can't tell what they're thinking. And I always find the exit when I don't give a damn if I had an appointment where I am. If this bitch don't have an expression on his face, I'm out of here.
A lot of these fools don't have an expression because they're antisocial. Let's just call it what it is. They were just, I mean, my grandmother used to say something called somebody didn't have any home training. But I'm sorry, a lot of these young men and become old men who have no home training. They don't have, I mean, it's like, and then here's the kicker. Women who look like me stomp the yard, okay? They harass the police, they harass the sheriff's department enough to the point that they won't even describe them anymore in the media. Really? But you know what? This is the big hammer of the law is going to come down, and it's going to come down hard. See, when they came up with that crime bill in 1993, this was like towards the height of the crack epidemic, right? I mean, you know, what's her face called them super predators, but they were super predators.
About that shit when
they
she
were
said
mad as hell. Okay, oh, super predators, but that's what they were. That's what they were. People with no feeling, no empathy, nothing. I got to get what I want to get. That's a 3-year-old. That is a 3-year-old. We have a lot of black males out here acting like 3-year-olds, and people the worst thing you can do with a toddler is laugh at what they do.
Yes.
The worst thing you can do with a toddler is to not show them where their boundaries are. Now, before it was Jim Crow, they had a lot of hard boundaries, didn't they? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So unfortunately, Jim Crow affects my butt, and I ain't doing shit. So we did away with the Jim Crow. Okay, we did away with Jim Crow. Now, did you notice though? After 1970, we had a serious problem in the African American community with drugs, and I'm talking heroin, other hard stuff.
Yes.
And then the crack epidemic came and they blamed it on the fucking CIA. Okay, all right. And so I would always tell those people, all right, I don't care if the CIA took millions of dollars worth of crack rocks and put them in the middle of the intersection. The responsibility rested upon your ass to leave it alone.
Oh, absolutely.
And to walk away. But since they called them super predators and they were throwing a whole bunch of them in jail for doing stupid crap, okay, then Michelle Alexander comes out with her nice book. Oh, these poor black men. You know, and I'm like, now the toddlers are at it again. And we get
ain't no going back though, Ebony.
There's nobody
going back.
Yes, there's no going back from this. Yes, exactly, DZ. There's no going back from this. The crack babies have grown up.
Yes.
They're doing what they do.
Yeah, and they dropped it off, and they also made them cook it, chop it, weigh it, and sell it. They made them do all of that.
And
it's like
there was this thing called Bebe's Kids back. This movie called Bebe's Kids. It was a stand-up comedian's, his shtick. And
Robin Harris.
Robin
She said it was Robin
Yeah,
Harris.
Robin Harris. Okay, and he would always talk about Baby dropping her unruly kids off on other people. She would pawn these kids off of. Okay, this is what the mammies are doing. They're pawning these black males off on the rest of society because they can't handle them anyway. but they're going to keep them out of jail.
When you think about it, they've always done that. They
They
did
have,
that.
yes,
That's all
yes.
school was. School was a way to babysit their children for 8 hours. That's all the school was.
Yes, they were babysitting baby's kids from preschool to high school only because it's mandatory.
And they got the balls to complain about the school to prison pipeline when they dropped these goddamn terrorists off in these people's schools,
Yes,
and then went up
yes.
there and cursed the goddamn teacher out anytime she said something. Went up there and threatened to whoop the principal ass
Yes.
every time she said something. I mean, that's why I say you cannot say anything to them. It doesn't fucking matter. And then anytime anybody tells the truth about something, they bring up, well, this systematic this, and it's like, I feel like at this point I am in an Orwellian nightmare. I promise you. Nothing makes any fucking sense anymore. Up is down, down is up. Forward is backward, backward is forward. Nothing makes fucking sense. It's a real Orwellian nightmare. And I feel
Sweetheart, it's not supposed to make sense. That's the whole jig is up. It's not supposed to make sense. See, when they start complaining about racism, because it's the Trump card, okay? Racism.
I'm so tired of that shit. I don't know what to do.
I'm so done with that. But then, yes, there are Black women who go to work, and I'm going to say women, go to work every day, deal with macroaggressions, microaggressions, but you don't want to say anything about Lil Deshaun because he shot somebody. Really? Oh, racism is affecting us. It doesn't affect Black women too?
And then if we
get
really,
out of here.
if we really keeping it a buck, they scared of their own children too. That's the reason why they ain't saying a whole hell of a lot to him and don't want to buy. Because if you take your ass in there and tell him something, he just as likely to pull out something and blow your ass away. So they scared of him too. They scared of him too.
And the thing is, I don't what I don't understand really is why even for self-preservation or even preservation of the community, why these mammies didn't get that. Why, little Tyrell, you need to keep him from looking under somebody's dress. Okay. You need to keep DeAndre from touching his cousin. Okay. There are rules for a functioning society. And Black people, all we have is devolution. All we have is devolution, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And you won't even in about 10 years, the community will not look anything like it does today.
Heck no, that shit gonna look like the Purge or the
Exactly, it's going to look like Mad Max shit.
And if
Black women running around with buzz cuts,
those that carry the utility belts and that type of shit and the badges and stuff, they said leave them alone. I know you heard them. I wouldn't listen. If I was a cop, I wouldn't get in the middle of that bullshit, because the very time I snatch your 15-year-old up off your ass, he beating your ass, I'm getting him off of you, and you gonna charge me with police brutality. I'm not touching none of them. I'm not fucking with that pension and all that shit, all because you don't want no dread hurt on your son's head. Fuck you and your son. How about that?
Exactly. And the thing is, I hate to say it, but the mammies are going to start having to patrol the neighborhoods looking like Mad Max characters.
And I mean, that's what they already doing. I mean, they got their swords and their shields ready to go. Let them do it. That's why I say, I'm starting to think that maybe we should just give them what they want. They want to be Wakandan warriors so goddamn bad. They want to be the Dora Milaje. Y'all motherfuckers think y'all bad. Go ahead and go do it. Let them do it. Let them do it.
You know what, honey, Aaliyah? I would give them the spear and the buzz cut. I would do it. Go on, sister girl. You go on. Just stay away from my neighborhood. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, of course, whenever they decide to implement this little experiment, just let me know so I can move as far away as possible, because I already know where that shit is going to end up. But this is what they want. And I get, I just think we should just give it to them. I get what these is saying. The thing is, they're going to complain no matter what. They just want to be victims. It doesn't matter. So even if you do give it to them, But I think that they should really consider that, because if you want you want the law's hands off of it, period. You don't want nobody of any other color or any other race, hell, even if they are the same race. If they say anything about them, it's anti-black, it's self-hating, and it's all this shit. So at this point, just say you don't want nobody to say nothing to them at all or about them whatsoever. Just say that. And then that's when you can be responsible for dealing with that shit. But then at the same time, they speak with out of both sides of their mouth. Because when you say, well, they your responsibility, then you say, well, no, you can't blame them, put this on their mothers and make them responsible for it. But what the fuck? What do you want people to do? It makes no sense.
Aaliyah, when you change your address, I will send you a spear, baby, in the mail. You have it. You can have a spear. Just a consolation prize. I don't get this at all. They're holding the brothers down. I ain't holding nobody else. I'm like that other lady. I'll hold them underwater. I will hold you. I will hold you underwater till I see no bubbles. If you coming after me, okay. So that's my thing. You made your mess. It was first. It was a mess right after Reconstruction. That's when you should have gotten your damn reparations. Okay. Okay. You made your mess, and then after World War II. Somebody decided, oh, we have a movement. Okay. You mucked it up by not holding your sons accountable for shit.
Mammy, just say that you sexually attracted to your sons. Let's just go ahead and cut the bullshit. Because you doing too goddamn much. The only time you might put your son up out the way is when you think you finna get a little bit of shit log. Let's keep it all the way real tonight. Those are your hub sons. Because you knew good and goddamn well that his daddy wasn't going to stay. And you feel like any woman that wants your fucking son, you put so much into him that she don't deserve him. You acting like the other woman. People are getting hurt out here. That's not your man. You need to control that little son of a bitch. And how about this part? Let's not have them. Can we not have them?
Woohoo! Oh, yes.
Can we not have them?
Let's just not do it. That's
what I'm saying. They're
right.
not
How about we
just
just not do it?
Yeah.
They don't want to cooperate with any fucking thing that's going to help improve the situation whatsoever. They're not even going to agree to do that. It doesn't matter what you say. They are resistant to anything that could possibly fix the problem. That's why I say I'm tired at this point. I don't know what else we can do besides give them exactly what they looking for. That's it. Give them exactly what they want.
They can have them husbands.
You know what'll happen if you do give them the Wakanda? And then shit start being fucked up and they start realizing they don't have no resources and the women and the children is being violated and, just all the fuckery is going on. They're going to be like, why y'all give us this? Y'all know we ain't know what we was doing.
Yeah, it's going to be back to being everybody else's fault but theirs. Yeah, it's going to be back to being everybody's fault but theirs, even though they gave them what they said they wanted.
Exactly. It's still, if you do give them what they want, they're going to find a way to make it be somebody else's fault that the shit didn't turn out right when realistically they were the ones that was in control and they steered everything in the wrong direction, created a shit show, and then they gonna come back and blame you for you giving them what they've been saying they've been wanting for generation after generation.
Generation after generation.
I just want them to stay the fuck away from me. It's almost like it turns my stomach for real, when I see a couple of things coming. One thing that turns my stomach is a pregnant black woman. Let me tell you why. Because the majority of y'all getting pregnant by these niggas. That's number one. Number two, it turns my stomach when y'all walk up to these counters to pay for shit and he positioned his dick behind your booty because he's fixing to have you pay for it. Don't they always stand behind them and get in that loving position so these bitches can pay for shit? I can't stand it. Walking around, looking at y'all together, looking at these pregnant women that if they be by themselves and good and goddamn well he done left because she picking up heavy shit. 8 and 9 months pregnant. That's not somebody that has someone in her life that gives a fuck. Letting her be big, bloated, and pregnant, picking up heavy shit, taking it to the car and that type of shit. I can't stand to see y'all coming. And those with your sons. When I see a woman around her 30s and she got her teenage son with her, it's like a U-turn, bitch. I'm getting the hell up out of there. She think everybody's fixing to profile him. She's a hot ass mess and I can't stand it. I can't stand to see you bitches coming. Welcome to the panel, Lipstick.
Hi, ladies.
Hey.
I just wanted to say that we saw what happened in 2020 when we did give the Black community free reign over their communities. We shut down schools, sent those badass kids to you and say, educate them how you see fit. We shut down jobs, sent you home. We shut down, and that was the Black community's opportunity to show that they were self-sufficient. But what did these bitches do? Get on TV, cry that they couldn't feed their kids. So schools had to open up to give their kids lunches. They said they ain't have no money, so we had to send these bitches PPP loans and stimulus checks, and they took that damn money and got botched BBLs and put out hits on side bitches and shit. This is what happened. We saw it.
It sounds like she made all of that up, but all of that is true. There was a Black chick that put out a hit on the side chick with a PPP loan money. This is y'all life. This is how y'all are. And when y'all fix y'all mouth to open your motherfucking mouth to criticize anybody other than that counterpart that y'all trying to suck all the way down to the base, you out of line, bitch. You are out of line. You cannot criticize anybody else until your niggas get y'all community together. So that should give us another 100 years of silence, because we know good and goddamn well they're not gonna fix a goddamn thing.
Dang,
Okay,
sure ain't. Their ass is gonna be fucking gutting out the old Cabrini Green project. Shit, I can't even say shit. I'm drunk. But the Cabrini Green projects, because them motherfuckers ain't finna be building no more housing projects for y'all hoes. So be ready.
Damn sure ain't, because a lot of cities, I'm sorry, I was going to say a lot of cities are even, we vote against that. We don't want no government houses being built in our zip code. We don't want any apartments taken Section 8. So I don't know where these hoes going to live.
I don't give a shit either.
Maybe they could pull up at one of them Black Lives Matter mansions that them people bought with the BLM money.
Hell no. Hey, VW, are you dusty?
Absolutely not. Good evening, ladies.
What's up, VW? What you got, sis?
I'm listening to all this stuff, y'all. I think the whole thing that gets me with all this, because I'm quite sure I told you how old I am. I'm a Gen X. Well, I'm just gonna start.
Your mic going out, babe. Can y'all hear her, or is it just me?
On that block, right?
No, she went completely out.
Yeah, you went out and came back in. I don't know what you were saying.
You gotta take it from the top, sis, because you was gone for a second. Yeah, I think she done went out
okay.
again.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you going in and out for real.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Dog it. Hello?
Hi.
I'm here.
Okay. Go ahead and speak. We can hear you now.
Okay. So we're the second Black family on our block, right? Why, when they tore down the projects here in Chicago less than 10 years later, they sent all them out that way, right? And it got so unsafe that we had to sell our house. And then it was funny, like after the 10 years that we stayed there, the government went from white to Black, the cops went from white to Black, and our kids, it wasn't safe for them to go outside and play no more. And so we sold our house. So why that suburb now is one of the most dangerous suburbs in Cook County in Chicago now?
Because it's too many niggas. That's easy.
Every time they get their hands on something and call themselves running something, it goes to pot. It goes to seed.
This is what they want, though.
I try to tell Black people, because now I'm out in what they call Trump country now. And I'm still trying to get out of Illinois, period, because, Chicago, the proximity is still too close. I don't care if it's like downstate Illinois. That's too damn close. But my whole thing is, when Black people kill me when they talk about, poverty, because of poverty, we can't have nothing because of you.
Facts.
We can't have nothing because of you. And then somebody else I wanted to say, I saw, it was sad, an article about this Black woman who, I guess she was dating this guy. He was naked, had a gun.
Shit.
And so his mama came, and I think the girlfriend called the police on him. And then his mammy came, and then she telling the police. Now she called the police on him, but she telling the police, "Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him!" Why?
I wish they would have shot her ass.
Well, wait. He shot her ass.
Oops.
Damn.
Wow.
He
Well,
shot her ass, not the police.
should have been let
did.
motherfucking Zaddy try to shoot his ass instead of telling him not to shoot his ass.
Honey, the boyfriend she called the police on and tried to protect turned around and shot her ass.
I'm just glad no police officer was hurt.
That's all I was saying. Real talk. It is insane with these mammies. I'm telling y'all, they are the most dangerous. I always have said this. I've always said this, and people always follow me on this, and I don't give a shit because the lies are coming home to roost finally. Black males are the way they are because of their mammies. Period. I finally got divorced from my black ass husband, and the shit that he put me through. Even my white male lawyer was like, okay, so my ex-husband, he had a mammy for a lawyer, right? And girl, the shit she was coming out, her purse with the trick she was trying to come out with, it was so fucked up. My lawyer was like, is she gaslighting us? I had to tell him, I said, no, this is what they do. He's like, oh my God, this is what you had to do. I said, yes.
That was your story times how many other stories out here? Well, some of these bitches out here think they got a unicorn. And speaking of unicorns and school districts and bullshit that niggas got going on, well, y'all mammies ask for more black male teachers in the school because, right, you some Umar following ass bitches, and you think that the teachers just want to do some shit to your sons, right? We got us a black male teacher in Florida, right? Let's check out this unicorn.
I can only imagine what the fuck this story gonna look like or sound like or be like.
This is WFTV Tonight.
And we begin tonight with a Volusia County middle school teacher who just bonded out of jail about a half an hour ago after he blasted music and disrupted state testing, leading to his arrest on school grounds. Good evening. I'm Greg Warmouth.
And I'm Martha Sagowski. Police briefly put Creekside Middle School on lockdown while they talked to that teacher. Nick Papantona's got a hold of the 50-minute-long live stream that the teacher posted to his social media account. Nick, live in our newsroom tonight to take us through why did this teacher do this?
Well, this is Martin Reese. He's an art teacher at the middle school, and let's just say he's not a big fan of the statewide testing, so much that he recorded this video knowing he was going to get fired.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Martin T. Reese. I'm the art teacher.
The first words of a 50-minute-long video showing the end of
I told y'all they didn't bathe. Did you see the eye boogers? He was, listen, if you washed your face that morning, you stupid motherfucker, that wouldn't happen. But here's your unicorn going ahead and interrupting state testing because you know everything the state got going on. That's some racist shit. They always giving some unstandardized tests because they know black kids grow up different and so on and so forth. You hate state until you need something. Come on, unicorn.
Martin Reese's career at Creekside Middle School. Tuesday, the art teacher, who had only been on the job for a week or two, decided.
Do they need to say that again? Here's your fucking unicorn. One goddamn week and this motherfucker tearing up shit. Bitches, this is not going to work. I wish y'all would shut the fuck up. It's not going to work. There's no such thing as a unicorn. Anytime you try to put these motherfuckers in a civilized situation, they can't even let others do their thing. They interrupting others from doing their thing. He went to public school. He know what it is. He lives in Florida. He's familiar with standardized testing. But here we go. Where you think this man came from? Out of somebody's ass. Yes, ma'am.
And you want to know what the sick thing is? They sitting up there. They will turn around and blame the entire school district for why those children are failing. They will blame that on all of the teachers when this one motherfucker here is disrupting all that shit.
Well, ain't that why we got Umar? Where is the building? Isn't that why we have Umar and that beautiful plush technology laden school? Or have we not gotten it yet?
It's coming. It's coming, DZ. It's coming.
It's been so long, Lipstick and the rest of y'all in the panel on the chat. It's been so long. that those donations have been going on, that the person on the screen right now could have qualified to be a student in that goddamn school. That's how long it's
It's
been.
coming. It's coming, DZ. He just added a few more names. Now it's the Ida B. Wells, Fannie Lou Hamer, Senior in the Truth School. It's coming though. It's coming.
Margaret Murray Hall.
Oh my God. The Snow Bunny crisis ass shit. Look, let's go. I can't stand y'all.
Decided to disrupt testing happening throughout the school.
FSA testing is today. There are a lot of students, a lot of kids stressed out about it. I think that's unfair. So I f***ed up the way that they were testing today. Therefore, they need to retake the test. You need to allow for that. This entire school. Matter of fact, the state, because all of it is tainted now.
At times, Reese talked to the students scattered around his classroom, sometimes about the test.
Y'all feel like taking this test?
No. That was fucked up what he just did. Do you understand me? That was fucked up what he just did. You don't try to include these kids in your fuckery, boy. You do it by yourself. Leave people, children alone. But that's too much to ask when it comes down to y'all, because y'all always fucking with somebody's kids. The ironic part about it is you don't like kids. You mad at that school. You have nothing against. Listen, we ain't going. This boy been in there for a week. What happened between the week before that and when he got onboarded that you didn't know was going to happen in the school? You didn't know they took tests in school, you stupid bitch. Watch him keep going, y'all.
Okay. How y'all feel about this song?
I like it. At other points, about subjects like slavery and marijuana.
I'm done.
Are you serious?
I'm done.
Slavery and marijuana. Why
I'm
are you talking
done.
to my child about that? That right there.
That's why I
all the
said
motherfucker had to do was quit. That's all
they
they had to do.
always, yeah, they always complaining about the school system though and traditional education. This is what they frown on. This is the shit that they talk about. And you wonder why these kids are not prepared to go to the next level because they ain't learned shit in the grade that they was already in. They not prepared for high school and they damn sure ain't prepared for nobody's college. That's why they're so behind in everything. And this is the bullshit right here. This is
Black
what I'm
folks
talking
are
about.
attention whores. Do y'all not see an attention whore or recognize one when you see one? He's inciting. Basically, he's fucking the kids up. Those kids are always going to remember. I had a black male art teacher, and he came in because he didn't even tell them how much weed he smoked, by the way. He came in and he said that we shouldn't have to take tests. And oh, by the way, the people that look like him, they were slaves, so they shouldn't have to take a standardized test in 2022. You can't make this shit up.
This nigga an art teacher. Nigga, do you even need a degree to teach art?
Girl, all you gotta have is 2 years of something. You take the state board here, 2 years worth of credits, and you go to take the teacher board shit up here where we at. So I don't know what it is there.
I mean, it's everybody else's fault as to why their children do not get properly educated in the public school system. It's not the parents' fault because they're not helping them do any homework. They're not. I mean, it's like with this community, the onus is on everybody else. Every time you fail at something, and it's like, oh my God. It's just ridiculous.
They're free to be stay-at-home moms. They're free to send their children to private institutions. If you don't like the public school system, there are other options.
Don't tell them about options because you sitting up here being a self-hater. Let's go ahead and let Mr. Art Teacher, who probably don't know how to draw nothing but bussies, talk.
Now you know that I do smoke weed, and I'm telling you, I smoked a lot of weed last night.
And every
y'all come get him.
I'm telling you,
y'all come get him.
He didn't want his job at all.
He told them kids, and yes, I smoked a lot of weed last night. Now remember, going around in the manosphere, they say that black women do this type of shit. When they teach in the school system, they come to school with their tits hanging out, the shorts, their skirts are too short, and all this extra shit, and coming in pissed off at Tyrone and all this shit. Whenever they decide to put y'all in a position, baby, you don't last a week. Sounds hyperbolic, doesn't it? But no, this bitch here was only there for a week. The kids know that he's disgruntled. They know that he doesn't like the school system. They know that he smokes weed. They know that he's disgruntled about slavery. They know that he don't wash his face and that they don't give a fuck. What kind of example is he setting for y'all? So these y'all leaders, excuse me, is this the people y'all want leading? I thought a mammy said some stupid shit. This is the leaders right here. And on top of that, wasn't you complaining that they don't never hire black males into these positions? Well, bitch, guess what? This is why. This shit right here is why. Let's go.
Every so often, he'd tell his students to crank the music again.
I did have an assistant principal come and ask me to turn the music down, and I respectfully declined.
I'm trying to understand what you're doing, blaring music in a science class next door. And then I come in and you're videotaping me. What is going on? I brought you here to teach these kids and help this school, and you're blaring music and you're not listening to a simple directive? I'm confused.
Port Orange police say they took Reese out of his classroom, which put the school in a lockdown as he caused a disturbance in the hall. Reese showing no signs of regret in videos posted before and after he was escorted away.
Principal, assistant principal, all came and said the music could be heard throughout the school. So I ruined the test at least for one student. Just one student, that means that all of these tests have to be thrown out because you can't possibly put that type of pressure and weight upon a student because of what a teacher did.
I can guarantee you, yo, because I'm not trying to hear what homeboy closing statements are. I can guarantee you this man has some issues in his past, okay? He comes off as the type of person that may have a little bit of child support issues going, that may have had some misdemeanors in his past, and he is just all the way fucked up. That's the state of Florida where he is. There is not a legal way to smoke pot and then come tell kids that that's what you're doing. What is wrong with you, sir? I know what's wrong with you. You fell out of Mammy's ass, and I guarantee you, I bet you there's Mammy somewhere applauding him. Honey, your kid can't get past a certain level if they don't take their standardized tests in the respective state that they live in.
But he going against the system. See that's what he was supposed to do. That he was supposed to disrupt the entire school by turning into a club by playing a whole bunch of ghetto ass music. But Lord, that's why I say I feel like the more I listen to this shit, the dumber I'm getting. I promise you. And then the more people come back and try to challenge everything that we fucking say, I really feel like it's like I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? That's all I can say. Like these are some really sick ass people. The women are equally as sick as the men. It's no way around it.
He could have got a job at a dispensary for all that. He ain't had to go fucking with the people kids.
They ain't really got no dispensaries in Florida because it ain't even legal there. And he telling what is he gonna say when it's time to apply for another job? Because baby, I don't think your resume and your references is gonna check out, ho.
I know that's right.
This is they sons though, and when we say, hey, don't get with them, don't reproduce with them. If you fuck around here and have sex with them, which you should not be doing because you the one in control of that shit. You're in control of where y'all go, how you do. You should be in your own transportation, not telling motherfuckers your address. But if you find yourself in a compromising situation with one of these bastards, please be protected in more ways than one. You need to be on birth control and you need to have the strap. Hello.
And
He must have done that.
They probably will have to retake that damn test.
He must have done that in a black school district because I can't see that happening with
Port
white
Orange
children.
Port Orange is a white school district, ma'am. Yes, it is. That's in Central Florida, outside of Daytona Beach, and yeah, that's not a black area. So he was really.
Yeah, you could tell it was a white principal that was coming in there trying to talk to him. And the homeboy said, I respectfully declined. Like, I'm like, so now you showing them that you are insubordinate too. That's a very, very good lesson to be teaching the children that's supposed to be looking to you for guidance, right? You can't even respect the principal's authority. And it's like, that's why I say, what the hell? What in the hell? And this is embarrassing as hell, and they don't even see it because people
do is embarrassing. I haven't seen anything in a while that I was actually proud of from black males in a very, very long time.
Wow.
I just don't do all. I can't. I don't want to deal with them because this is the result of trying to give them a chance. I'm sure that school was trying to give a minority, so people wouldn't say that they was racist, a job. Art jobs are coveted, y'all. They don't have a whole bunch of those positions. It's usually the social studies, math, and shit like that, science that they need teachers in. They gave this boy an art job, which means they looked out for him. It's hard as fuck for art teachers to find a position in these schools these days.
but divestors are the bad look for the community. This shit right here that's going out to the world, that where you got your black ass on television doing this type of shit. This is not the bad look for the world. Divestors are the bad look, though. We're the bad look.
I was about to say that, Aaliyah. I was about to say, well, this past week it's been really good to be a divester because we ain't shooting up no subways. We ain't getting arrested for having a harem of women. We ain't doing none of that shit. We ain't doing that. We've been chilling. It's Good Friday. We've been chilling.
I mean, shit, that's all we do is chill. I mean,
that's all we gonna be doing is chilling. Anything that they touch, I don't want anything to do with it. I know y'all heard about the nail shop also in Florida where black people tore that motherfucking shit up everywhere they go. And y'all little effeminate boys coming in there fucking it up too. It ain't just you mammies. The ones that identify as mammies, yeah, they're tearing shit up as well. I don't want to be anywhere around them. And if you're smart, you would be making a way and going ahead and putting away some savings, scouting the little real estate businesses and industry and where you want to move to, because they are trash with a capital T.
Oh yeah, and I got a question for you too, DZ. Do you do this? Do you do what you do on your channel for fame or notoriety? I'm for real. I'm curious. Are you looking for some type of popularity? Are you looking for some type of TV spot, guest show? I mean, what are you looking for? You looking for somebody to write any newspaper articles, magazine articles? I just have a quick question. Is this what you are hoping to gain? Because, I'm just curious to know, like, people think that we're trying to, I guess, look for some type of fame over here. So I guess that's why I wanted to.
There's no reward. This is our free time to sit here and try to tell these hoes they need to divest. To be honest, I don't give a shit, but you need to divest.
I was just making sure because I think that is what people are trying to put out there now. See, this is bad press that we're getting over. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck did you think anybody was trying to win a popularity contest or something over here?
Exactly.
Did you really think that? And I'm thinking to myself, like, these people are so clueless and misguided, and they really think that they are just so smart. I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all are really some seriously fucked up people.
The last thing you want to do when you want to be popular is talk the way I do. So I think it's evident that no one's looking for a popularity contest to be popping. I don't want to be interviewed by anybody. I don't want to talk to black folk. I don't want to come off fair and balanced. I don't want to be near you. I don't care about your little spots. I'm trying to get black women as far away from black folks as possible. The mammies and the dusties. There's nothing there. There will be nothing there. So if you're looking for popularity, you got to get on here and say some other shit. You can't say this shit. So I don't know who the hell was talking like that, but I think you might be looking in a mirror because nobody's looking for popularity over here. You can't talk like this and be popular at the same time. Black folks don't like the truth.
Exactly. And I'm just curious as to why, people feel like we're looking, what it's called an unpopular opinion for a reason, because you're not trying to be popular. And like I said, I was just flabbergasted, and I'm always flabbergasted at a lot of times when I hear a lot of people say this shit, because you're more concerned with somebody's online image than you are with the real fucking image that people see out in the streets every day, all day. This motherfucker was doing this shit. He was on national television. We're not on national television. We're on a YouTube channel. Like, you have got to be kidding me.
I'll take the bad press. I'll definitely take the bad press, because guess what? Sometimes bad press is good press, and it flips some women. I can't tell you how many people that I know now that are divested that actually hated my fucking guts when they first heard me talk. Hated my guts because of their family members that were male. And now they're divested. Okay? So, last thing I want to do is be on Front Street. Last thing I want people to do is call my name. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was
Right.
just trying to make sure. I didn't think anybody was over here that was trying to be on TV or anything like that, or get any articles written about them or whatever the case may be.
We're not trying to be on no government list over here. You can have that
I'm
shit over
trying to
there.
tell
We're
you.
not trying to be
Okay.
on no government's list.
I'm
Okay.
telling you. Ain't nobody trying to be on no goddamn list. It's enough
I know,
people.
I just thought I'd check, because I mean, of course, I figured that, but I just thought that I would check with you to see if that was actually something you gave a flying fuck about, which I know you didn't. None of us do, but I just thought I would ask.
Well, if you want to worry about what your image is and bad press is, just look at your nearest Dusty and what he's posting on social media about you. If people believe Dusties, and the people that do believe Dusties, here's what they think about you. First of all, they think you're desperate. They think that you're overweight. They think that you're loud, right? They think that you're horrible mothers, actually the worst stewards of children. These are the people that are blowing your image out the goddamn water. They think your coochie stink. They think you don't know how to manage money. They, when they think of you, think of poverty and struggle. That's an image that's bad press. And guess who put that out? Your favorite niggas put that out. So miss me with the nonsense. I'm not trying to get any press. If you're worried about your image, you need to check with your nearest Dusty. Stop trying to shellac their balls and move the fuck on. They don't like you. No matter what you say, no matter how many white girls you see stabbing them and throwing it in their face, they know what's happening. They just don't like your funky ass, point blank, period. And if you want somebody to write an article about you, that's fine. Leave divestors out of it. They try to use divestment as some sort of like springing board. Like, let me show you, yeah, I'm a black woman, but look over there. Those divestors are bad black women. They don't throw as much dust at the hood rats. We get worse press than the hood rats, but it ain't coming from black men. It's coming from other black women, mammies, fence sitting bitches, people that still got this unicorn dream. That unicorn is going to take his fucking horn and fuck your ass with it. That's what's going to happen, because there's no such thing as a unicorn. Weirdos. But any goddamn way, I can't know. To answer your question, I am not looking for any press.
And let
Oh,
me
I
say
figured
this.
that.
I want to say this again. Whoever, look, FBI, if you're listening, we are not trying to be on your list, Mr. White Man. We're doing well over here. We love white
Well, you
men.
don't have
Y'all
to
suck
worry
white
about that.
dick.
You
We
ain't got to
are.
worry about that, because we don't issue threats over here. We
No,
don't.
we don't issue threats, Mr. White Man. We suck white dick over here, Mr.
Girl, you know somebody gonna clip that sound bite.
And guess what? The bad part about it is we don't give no fucks. I hope they take that
Zero
clip.
fuck.
So y'all, let me go ahead and fast forward a little bit. If y'all get triggered by Mammy's getting roasted, what you probably need to do right now is come back in about 10 minutes, because I'm getting ready to roast a Mammy in a real bad way. Okay? In a real bad way. So let me give y'all a moment of silence real quick so you can find the exit, because it's getting ready to get real quick.
We're gonna drag y'all bitches by y'all head wraps.
Hold on, because I'm on the wrong video. Let me go ahead and fast forward and find a spot. Where my pause button at? It's right there. Fast forward. Let's go. Okay. So someone said, we should feel bad when black males get killed because they have black mothers. Ma'ams, black men don't feel that way when you get hurt, and they have black mothers as well. They have black sisters. Apparently, this person on the screen is someone that found out, we're going to talk about this, that her son is dead. Okay? And her falling out on the floor is supposed to mean something. So we're going to do this for 30 seconds, then we're going to come back.
Are you Miss Russell?
Yes.
Miss Russell, my name is Tina Miller, and I work for the Gwinnett County Medical Examiner's Office.
Medical examiner, is my son dead?
Are you alone?
Yes, yes. No, my husband says my son dead.
Can you pull over if you're driving?
Babes, pull over right now, babes. Pull over. Just pull over. Pull over right now. Pull over. Pull over. She said medical examiners, babe. She said medical examiners. Is my son dead?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you get the picture. Let me tell you something. How dare you use that woman finding out that her son is dead to try and make black women look bad? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking serious? You got to be out your goddamn mind. And there's several things wrong with that clip that you showed, right? She was already recording. She had already been crying. Black folks are such attention whores that she went on ahead and made sure she found out that intimate moment was taken in front of y'all. The attention on the internet and the seeking of it is going to get y'all fucked up. And let me tell you something, and I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. I didn't feel anything. I know where Gwinnett County is, okay? I know what the niggas in Gwinnett County are like. So showing us some woman falling the fuck out because her son is dead, ma'am, I'm not going. And I'm going to tell you why. Find me the equivalent of that video, a man falling the fuck out over a strange woman he don't know that died, that happened to be black. I'll wait. Y'all gonna have to learn what reciprocity is, and you're gonna have to learn that shit quick. I'm not giving a fuck about nobody that don't give a fuck about me. I don't give a damn about her head wrap. I don't give a fuck about her son. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, because y'all are aiding and abetting these niggas doing these girls this way. You the one making sure that Keisha don't see Jasmine leaving the house, and you telling you hiding the lies and telling, oh, he's not here. He hasn't been here for a couple of days. You're the one doing shit like that. So you can show me all the mammies screaming that you want. You don't get to tug at my heartstrings because my heart is not available to black folk. It's not available to Blackistan. So you swung, but you missed. Okay, you feel sorry for her. I know the person that came out of her ass resembles the people that fuck black women up, point blank, period. They number one predators. Miss me with that shit. So now, since you couldn't get it with the white folks being racist, you couldn't get it with all this other shit that you wanted to throw at divestors. Now all of a sudden, oh, y'all don't care about black women because you don't care about her pain. Really? Really? I'm gonna tell you who don't care about pain. Y'all the ones that don't care about pain. Y'all the ones out here trying to debunk the every 5.5 hour stat. Huh? You trying to debunk that shit with the niggas that's saying that it has been debunked. You don't care if I live or die. I'm sure a lot of you would probably celebrate if I didn't wake up in the morning. So kiss the entirety of my ass. Fuck that. Kiss me all over. I'm not going. Kiss me from head to toe. I'm talking about squeeze my thighs, baby. I'm not going. Nobody that don't give a fuck about me is not getting ready to get me to give a fuck about them. How about that part? You care. Let me shut up.
DZ, I got a question, DZ, because just like you said she was already recording, because you know what I'm saying? And I kind of call bullshit a little bit, because I'm like, when do they start telling people that people died over the phone? They normally want you to come in so they can tell you to your face. I'm like, when did they start telling people? You know, they normally don't tell you over the phone.
And then it was a medical examiner at that. Medical examiner, is my son dead? Is he dead? Pull over. Just fuck, girl. They did some bad acting. That is some bad acting.
Her neck was already wet and her fucking face was already wet. That means she had already been crying. She cut that camera on so that she could get exactly what she was looking for. And that's called attention. Y'all motherfuckers got me fucked up, man.
You know, we died laughing. We died laughing. Because that's that shit they pull at them that goddamn church. They do all that damn falling out of shit at the goddamn church and at the funerals and shit. They
Girl, you know they be getting the Holy Ghost at church and shit. You know God be talking to them. That's why they be falling out. They be getting that Holy Ghost and talking in tongues. Girl, come on now. You know that God be talking to them. Hallelujah.
The lady you just showed, that content creator you just showed,
Shaka Zulu.
And fair use by the goddamn way. Fair fucking use. Go ahead.
Yeah. I remember when that clip was going around, and the reason why they said she was crying because her son had already told her he was going to commit suicide. So that's where she was headed to him, but she got the call before she got there. Now, after that, donations came in like crazy for her.
I bet. Let's rewind it back some. I don't know who her son is, but Lipstick said that word on the curb is he might have taken himself out. I don't know.
He took himself out. She's a content creator. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I hope she see this shit. Hey, there's a huge mammy, using your content, trying to come for a group of women that don't give a fuck.
Wait, somebody's using that?
Yes, that chick, Shakalaka, what?
Shakalaka.
Shalakalulina.
Shakalaka song. That's her name.
Shakalaka Malika Shakalaka.
Oh, that girl's followers gonna come for her because they like a cult. I had to leave because I was checking her ass on why the fuck you collecting donations on your dead son, and she blocked me. But her followers gonna come for her.
That's crazy as hell. She's literally using that woman's clip to try and say, what, you don't feel anything. Shakalaka, where were you when they were dragging Lawrence Smith Field? Where were you when that happened? Huh? You ought to understand by now, because I watched them drag you with your mammy ass. I've seen them drag your weight, the way you look, your body. I have seen them drag you on several fronts. Your financial status at a time where you was having some money issues, they dragged you, sis. Don't come for us with that shit. What you better do is divest. That's what you better do. That shit corny as hell.
No, you don't tell her to divest. Now, that's one bitch better stay on the other side of the fucking fence. Don't tell her to divest, DZ. Don't say that shit.
I can't. They kill me with this nonsense. They keep trying other ways
My
to
thing
do
is
it.
this: when you get news that is like that personal and that important, why the hell are you still live streaming that? At that point,
Attention whoring.
Exactly. You're supposed to cut all of that shit out, period. But whatever. It's like DZ said, she swung and she missed. Them hoes stay missing all the goddamn time because we feel nothing. I felt nothing.
See, that's the part that they scared of right there. It's always been up until this point in history that Black women always put other people before them. We always made sure others were okay. We was the ones that was having to wait to 2, 3 in the morning to get a shower because the kids needed help with their homework. They needed to get fed. They needed time to bond with you because you wasn't there, right? We're not doing that shit anymore. And you've never seen a time in history where a significant number of Black women were saying no. We're saying no.
This pic on the screen, I can't.
I put it up there for a reason. That's how I was looking when I was watching that stupid ass video. I'm like, what the bitch, are you serious? I'm loving the tricks. Try again. You got to come again. I think that was y'all bottom rung, though. You know good and damn well ain't nothing gonna work after that. I am for women who are for me. Period. You mammies can kiss my ass. You need to put yourself first. You need to get away from Blackistan with your stupid ass, huh? Try that on for size. I'm trying to figure out where they're gonna go next with this shit because they running scared like a bitch. Every time you share my videos, 100 people hate it, but there's 2 Black women up in there that's feeling me, and you hate that shit. You hate it. I wish I could share my goddamn screen with you so that you can see that inbox. A lot of these people started off in the hate club too, baby. It just is.
And they just don't know. The more they hate, the more shit they talk, the more they repost your videos, the more they put you on other platforms. All they do is it draws traffic to your channel and increases your views, subscriber count, and your Patreon. So really all they hating pays off, really. It really does.
I can't go. Y'all, we not going. Ladies, I'm dead ass serious. I can do this shit all night long, 7 days a week. There's never a shortage. Oh, what I've never done was sat in front of my laptop and said, let me see if I can find something to talk about tonight. Because it's always right there. Before I can even go looking, it's coming up in my notifications. Before I can even go looking, it's in my inbox already. Your sons are doing the work for me. Your sons are the biggest tool of divestment that I have in my arsenal. They're the ones making people run away. Sometimes they run away too goddamn late because they already got 2, 3 kids by the bastards. But hey, at least they getting the fuck on. Y'all kill me with this nonsense. Let me get this nigga off this screen. Cherry Pie, are you dusty?
Oh, no. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Are you dusty?
Oh, no, ma'am. Not at all.
Okay, what you got, baby?
Actually, I wanted to come up here and give you your flowers.
Hey.
I'm 19 in college, and I've been listening to you since I was 18, and I want to say your content has really given me so much self-confidence in what I do and how I see life. You know, last time I talked to my friend, she was like, oh, why can you only see yourself as like a single mother? You have so much going for yourself. But like in reality, that's all I've ever known. And it's so nice to see someone like you and Ebony Phoenix, because I also love her channel.
Yes, Ebony Phoenix is a god.
Yeah, to be advocating for young Black women. And I don't know, like I see myself in a much different light. I have so much more confidence in what I do. And I just want to say thank you so much for all you're doing, and to please continue it so that more people than just me can, you know, have a better for themselves, do better than these past generations. And honestly, I used to romanticize like the 80s and stuff, because, you know, with like all the music, and then just seeing how it really was is just disgusting. So thank you.
You're welcome. And you know what? You just pissed off a ton of people, right? You just
How?
pissed them all the way off, and that's a good thing. Congratulations on your divestment. Keep the shit going. Don't let nobody talk you out of your divested journey. Every now and then, divestment gets a little lonely because you don't know a lot of other divested women. We are in a very small minority, right? So that's why the online community exists. And, you know,
To be honest, we do this for you and the girls like you.
That's
Okay.
right.
That's what
That's
it's
right.
all about. We do this for you because we already know a lot of the women our age and older, they are lost cause, honey. We already know they so far gone, they cannot be saved at this point. So this is for you, and I'm glad you are getting something out of it. And that's why I fuck with DZ also. That's a dope ass woman. She really is.
thank you. So sweet.
Thank
What's
you.
up. Thank you,
Oh,
Cherry
and
Pie, for coming up. What's up?
sorry, and the last thing before like I leave, because I do have homework to do.
Okay.
I want to say I want to dedicate, you know, all my studying and my biology degree to you guys, because I don't think I would have such a bright future without you guys, honestly.
Oh, you better get that biology degree, baby.
F said, and I want a goddamn A.
Hey.
Period. Y'all gonna get honors.
That's
Thank
fine
you,
too.
Cherry
Be
Thank you.
a
Pie.
Have a great
doctor,
night.
medical professional, whatever it is you're trying to be, baby.
Oh,
That's right, baby.
we're going for the MD.
Ooh,
All
okay.
right.
Oh, hey, big. Yes. You might have to treat me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird seeing from, you know, having no confidence to going for an MD. Anyways, thank you. Have a blessed night. I love you guys so much.
Love you too,
Good
baby.
night, baby.
Love you too. Good night.
That was so sweet. See,
We do it for the babies. DC, we do it's the babies.
yeah, it is. So I don't give a goddamn what a grown ass, hating ass, wanna be divested ass, all YouTube is just my whole life ass bitch got to say. I really don't. What y'all think I was homeless 2 years ago? This is not my income stream. So threatening to
DC. I saw that shade. I saw that shade.
it's not. It's just not. Where was I in 2018? Up under a bridge drinking a Coke 45 out of a fucking Timberland boot. Where the fuck you think I was?
I guess we all were somewhere fucked up. I guess that's what they think. We still are, I guess, because they swear we doing this for money, even though I don't even have a channel. So
Me either.
Girl. Cameo H, are you dusty?
No, ma'am, I am not dusty.
That's wonderful. What you got, Cameo?
Not much. I also wanted to come up and give you your flowers. I told you I might be
Turning
brave
this into
enough.
a ceremony. What's happening? Thank you. I appreciate you.
I told you I might be brave enough to actually come up on a live, but no, for real. Like, I wish back in my younger days, like 10 years ago, that I had found a channel like yours. It probably would have saved me a lot of trauma and heartache. For real.
I'm glad you found it too. And this is why people can't stand my guts, because people like you won't be there to catch these niggas when they fall. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve y'all. They gave y'all their ass to kiss, right? Whenever they start falling, y'all catch them. As soon as they get back on their feet, they telling you that you ain't shit and that another group of women is better than you. That's why I'm glad I'm here. And I'm going to be
You're
here
not
until I'm
lying.
okay.
You're not lying at all. Like, you know, I would say that I was divested very early on, like in my teens. And, you know, my family pretty much ridiculed me for it. You know what I mean?
Fuck 'em.
I'm not saying that they meant it to be mean-spirited or anything like that, but
Well,
it
they
was
were
pretty
programmed
known.
too. They were programmed as well. It's just when somebody step in your divested path, you're gonna have to set them to the side. Nobody said knock their ass out, but just step around them and keep on your journey.
Yeah, so I was kind of considered the oddball in my family. They pretty much knew that, yeah, she's not gonna have a black husband. You know what I mean?
I don't know why they worry
And
about it. They should be glad about that because they know good and well if you got pregnant by a Dusty, what was gonna happen next. I don't even have to say the shit. They don't like children.
nope, I have one child, and it's definitely not by a Dusty. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. But no, like, you're really amazing with what you do. I can't imagine that it's easy, you know, to do what you do and to face the haters and whatever else you have to deal with, you know, in order to get your message out. But just know that it's hard, you know, and there's a lot of us out here that really do truly appreciate you. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Cameo H. And I want to tell everybody else that's listening too. The hate comes from black folk, right? You have to remember who black folk are. Whenever you feeling hated on and that type of shit, you have to remember that they are the ones performing the worst. So if you care about what they think, you probably gonna have to take a look in the mirror. I could care less what they
Right.
think. They don't control anything. They don't own anything. Nothing I used all day today came from black folk. Not a
Exactly.
goddamn thing. Not my clean water, not my shower, not none of that shit. My
Yes,
TV,
ma'am.
my car, my none of that. None of it came from them, so they can take their hate and do what they do with it. That's
That's
what I'm
right.
talking about.
Right.
So, but I appreciate you.
No problem. I love you, DZ. I'm gonna hop down.
All right, love you too.
Well,
Bye.
this is a wonderful Good Friday. The young people are letting their voices be heard.
Yes.
So these
Yes.
fence sitters who say we just angry, let the babies talk. They
Oh, they
didn't
not gonna
sound
say that,
angry.
that lipstick. They not gonna show that part. That part with those two young ladies come, they ain't gonna show that part. They gonna show me hooping and hollering and acting a damn fool. I'm gonna give you
Mhm.
some more of that shit too. Don't worry, you stupid bitches. The clips are coming up for you.
Right. They're gonna
Share 'em.
clip when we say we suck white dick. Yeah, we still suck white dick, but the babies are the important part of this.
I'm gonna make some plans on that shit tonight. Let's just keep it real. But look, you remember when we said everything they touch turns into trash? Well, this happens to be Florida. And don't forget, I'm Deborah from Florida, Deborah from Tampa.
Child, Deborah from
This,
Tampa, Florida.
this happens to be, I guess, in my hometown, Tampa, Florida, right? So when you on your divested journey, right, and you just want to say, fuck it, I'm not going to work today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my nails done. But you happen to live in Blackistan. This is what it's going to be like. You got to go.
Burger King. Burger King. Listen, it's a Burger King. It's a Burger King right across the street. What's the address here? What's the address, Anna? Anna, what's the address? I know what I'm doing. You ain't got nothing to do with it. You don't know. You don't got nothing. Hey man, don't talk no more, man. Yeah, go outside. Don't talk, go outside. Talk to people. Hold on there. Sean. You the man. The man decided to go outside. Yeah, go outside. Go outside. Go outside. You didn't see me start nothing in here, baby. Man, why you in here? My point is that I came here to get my iPod as I always do. Yeah, I do what I want to do. You don't know that. Because you seen it? Yeah, I did. Go outside. Go outside. 25. Well, you go outside. Go outside. Because I'm getting upset. Let's go outside with that foolishness. Yeah, baby, let's go. Oh my God. Man, I don't like that stuff.
So they have stood up. They're over there with the very, very feminine guy with the red shirt on. I know you mad, Dusties and Mammies that are hanging out in the clouds. I knew you could not wait to flag this shit, but I stopped it before the violence happened. Ain't that a bitch? I know you snapping your fingers. What happened next was that I'm gonna leave the link in the chat. Okay. What happened next is they whooped his whole ass. The old lady that was sitting in the chair, she couldn't get up because she was old. He fell his ass into the goddamn dirty foot water. When I tell you they banged this motherfucker up, they banged his ass the fuck up. The whole fucking nail shop was tore up. So if you think that you can find peace and go into your femininity around these motherfuckers, you are sadly mistaken. Get your goddamn savings account together. Girl, I know they mad. I know they madder than a motherfucker because they was fixing to get it in right there. Let me copy and paste this link. Go ahead, y'all. I'm fixing to
Florida
get
just make red states look bad.
They do. I can't leave y'all hanging like that. Y'all got to watch that stupid ass video. YouTube took it down yesterday, but I found it again. So if y'all interested in watching a mouthy ass motherfucker get his ass handed to him, go ahead. You cannot frequent these businesses that are owned and controlled in black neighborhoods. You just can't do it. And they
Wait,
always
so
saying,
DZ,
go
did
ahead.
you say he fell in Granny's football?
Yes, he did. And they was whooping his ass while his booty was getting wet. Period.
Footwater Freddy.
I don't know what she was hitting him with, but baby girl, it was like she had a hammer. She was tearing his ass up to the point where he really couldn't take the towel off of his eye. They whooped his ass. But when you go in black businesses like this, and I know this is owned by another group of people, but the clientele, when the clientele is from Blackistan, you're not going to have a peaceful stay. You're just not. Welcome to the panel, Divested Witch. How are you?
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. What you got?
Oh, hi. I love you so much. I'm like really shaking right now. I'm like,
You ain't got no reason to
I
shake.
can't believe it.
I'm not Blackistan, so you ain't got to shake, girl. What you got?
I am a longtime watcher, first time doing this. So I really appreciate what you're doing. And you are really making a difference. I noticed that there is a huge wave of young divestors on Twitter.
Okay.
I wasn't
I'm not
aware
on
of
Twitter.
this until, recently when I created an account. But the waves are being felt, and I just want to give you your props.
Well, that's what's up. I
That's what's
appreciate
up.
it.
Divested
We
since
trying to
I
get
was a
DZ to
child.
go to Twitter.
Oh, girl, I'm not over on Twitter. She just said there was a bunch of young girls on Twitter. I don't want to get in their space, but I might make a divested zealot Twitter and just sit there with my tea and look around. Just look around, do some window shopping.
It's amazing. A lot of young divested black women on Twitter. And it's, I think that you have a large part of that. You're the reason why. So,
well, let me go ahead and drag. I appreciate you coming up here. Let me go ahead and put the final comment up here. Ladies.
Let me say this first, DZ. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about. When it's time to drag, your ass cut off and say, all right, let me drag.
I'll be ready, girl. I'll be ready. I heard what she said, and I appreciate her coming up here, but I'm ready to fucking drag. Appreciate you, Divested Witch and Divested Bitchcraft.
Thank you.
I don't know what else you need to see. Unhitch your wagon from these dusty sons of bitches. The feds are watching now. Your Dusties that made a song about it before. They say the feds is watching. The fact of the matter is they are. Before Nature Boy got arrested, they had been watching him for 3 weeks. They also sent an informant in. Okay. He is finished. I don't know if he's going to get convicted. I have no clue. But being charged with the R word is pretty fucking deep. But one thing I know about not divested women, what I know about mammies is that they can see a Dusty get up, fly over a tree and shit on a group of children and they still gonna follow him. You ladies are sick as fuck. If you want to go down with them, be my guest. I'm asking you not to take the young women with you. They don't deserve that shit. You know what your mama told you. You know, the ones from the boomers, the boomer chicks, how they told you how to fix plates, how to be submissive, how you to cater to men, how to have the house clean, how to cook some meals, and how to fuck like a porn star. Look at what it got you. You got a group of men that hate your fucking guts. They hate you from the top of your head to the bottom of your damn feet. And guess what? I'm not too far behind them because you're doing too much and you know what the truth is. Woman to woman, you know what the truth is there. And for you to throw on a cape and go against any other black woman because of these niggas, you are out of line. Point blank, period. See, the thing is, right, if you divested, and Lipstick said you shouldn't, but if you did, you would have a group of women that would have you 100%. If I turned into a mammy, the only thing that you do for me is keep reminding me that I was divested before, right? There is no covering. There's nothing but backstabbing, receipt grabbing, doxing, roasting, and doing all kind of shit to go ahead and fuck your sister up. You bitches are treacherous. I'm scared of you. I wouldn't fight you, but I'll go ahead and send you to your maker because I don't have time for anybody that's going to act aggressive towards women that are trying to save their lives. Women that's trying to save their lives, they're smart as hell. You are the dumb bitches. And let me tell you, we've never seen a divested woman get scared and run over to you mammies for any form of protection. But I have seen it in reverse, where you service those niggas. And then when they hand you your ass, right, you come and run over here to the divestors. But we're extreme as fuck, remember? There's nothing extreme about saving your life. Save your goddamn life and get the fuck away from these niggas. Point blank the fuck, period. They going down. You can't ignore this. There was 3 YouTubers that got locked up this week. Keep acting like you don't see what's going on. Keep acting like it's racism, white supremacy, and all that shit, and you gonna go down with them. And I'm not going to feel anything. I will sit back and crack crab leg on your ass while you got your face in the dirt, and I promise you that shit, because you know better. Anyway, I'm headed to my Discord so I can say the hard R. If I got any info, feel free to take your goddamn screenshots and tell them I didn't lie. I say the hard R. Have a good one, y'all. I love you to pieces.
Good night.
Good
Peace.
night.
Bye.
See y'all in the Discord.
Bye.